What's up, studs? Canal here. Bulls on Wall Street. Holy heat in the markets. Guys, I apologize for the late video. I was doing class till just now, so I'm getting through this out. Guys, the heat is on in the markets. We are overbought, yes, but we are at all-time highs. Lo and behold, interest rates, war, what is it good for, all this kind of stuff out there. In the end, the push is on, right? The push is on, and we have broken out to all-time highs. At this point, the market is innocent until proven guilty. Could we use a tap back? Could we use a down day? You can see where the EMAs are. We are very extended on a 3 to 5 day basis, but on a long-term basis, not so much, right? But on a 3 to 5 day basis, we are a little bit extended from where prices in the 9 EMA is. We could use a little bit of a pull. Not the end of the world, though. And we saw that today. When the market just shot up at the open, right, you had a little bit of a reversal, and the QQQs finished off flat. But overall, that's still bullish. When you get overbought, you got 93 stochastics on here. When you get overbought and you start to roll over and you still finish pretty much in the green, I mean, that's pretty good. And there was finally some signs of things that we wanted to see in the market that showed its face, right? So you had the IWM actually made a powerful move. This is what we want to see, right? We don't want to sit there and trade Apple computers all day in Meta, right? We want to trade some heat. And we saw the rise of speculation come back in the market. If you see these bad boys right off the first gate, right? Boom. Like, this thing was up 12% at one point. UPST up, dude, at one point it's up 14%. Affirm was up 12-13%. You know, you had right off the gate. Now, they came in too hot, and so they ended up fading off a little bit. That's to be expected when, you know, the indexes are a little bit extended, and the IWM did run into a little bit of resistance here at the 20 EMA, so you got a little bit of that kind of skittishness. But overall, this is what you want to see. You want to see speculation in the market. You want to see other names participating. This whole January has been just the big caps, led by Microsoft and stuff, right? And NVIDIA just going on these runs. Well, now we have some other names here. And we even saw a little bit of speculative fever. And this I thought was interesting. We haven't seen this kind of stuff in these like more, non-pump and dump kind of non-small cap names. You know, we had a nice small cap cycle, but we haven't seen any of these kind of $20, $30 stocks really do this in quite some time. You know, the old Trumpsters, Truth Social or whatever this thing is, has been just clearing out space today. You even saw the Rumbler, right? You even saw the old Rumbler going. Dude, that's when you know, right? Like, the old Rumbler's going? Shit, right? You know, this thing had 22 million shares in volume. So we have speculation back in the markets. The indexes look fantastic. They are short-term overbought. If we keep gapping up, then, we'll probably kind of do some of these gap fills. Ideally, though, if we got like a weak open, that'll be the trust. Say we gap down like 0.5% or something like that, and we rip a red to green, then like the game is really, really on. But this is awesome. This is what we want to see. I'm going to keep this short and sweet for tomorrow. Let's get into this. Let's get into the fun house right now, right? So I got a couple names on the list. Rumbler, day one of the move. If DWAC keeps going, that one's going to get riskier and riskier because it's up so high. Look at the old Rumbler. I don't trade small caps anymore. I'm about to be a dad. I don't need this kind of stress anymore. I don't need this kind of stress. But it was, it was wheeling me back in. It really was. I don't need this kind of stress anymore, but I do love it, right? I want to try to add some more of these kind of different kind of names here. We got ATXS. I think this is a nice flag pattern. A remount of the 200-day moving average. Dude, this VKTX. I'll take out those two. This VKTX is nice. So you got, this is a little biotech stock. Biotechs have been very, very strong. So you get a push. Nice consolidation here. Up 5% today. It's got good liquidity, 4 million shares. That's a buenos. You got, I want a couple biotechs on my watch list. I think these are going to have a chance. Look at this EYPT. This is another biotech. Test, You got 2 million shares in volume today. A little bit wild in the pants. A little bit wild in the pants. Like, it's a spiker and a fader. But for some of you guys, like the gens in my chat room, my people, you know, this might be right up their alley. I probably won't trade it myself. I like this UPST. You got the breakout. You got a nice pullback. It did ram into the 20-day moving average and kind of, you know, get spanked there a little bit. But you got a level right here. If you look at this, let's look at a 30-minute chart. You got a level and then a gap fill over here. I think, you know, watch how it reacts around yesterday's highs. I think that's going to be important. APP, love the flat top break on this. 1 test, 2 test, 3 test, 4 test. EMAs are starting to curl up, right? We got curls for the girls coming up under the kitchen on this one. Dude, 44.50 is a show and go. 44.50 is a show and go on that bad boy. Affirm. It was a Butamus Maximus for like 5 minutes today. Butamus Maximus for like 10, I shouldn't say 5 minutes, 20 minutes, and they kept faded off. But still, this is like the kind of stuff we want to be a part of, right? 23 million shares. It's a buenos. You know, if the semis keep going, I do think probably get some calls or something in some of these semis that are not broken out yet, like an Intel, a Rambus, that could be in play. CVNA, this goes with the basket. CVNA, UPST, Affirm just run together. They're like the holy trinity of IWM, even though they're actually not in the IWM. Ooh, check this out. So this is Temper Sealy. You got a nice, this is more of a swing trade setup. You got a nice flat top breakout setting up on that bad boy. DocuSign was right into resistance today. It got rejected. You know, that may not mean anything, but we still got a spot. It got rejected at the zone of love today. You know, it just could not get over. I guess it didn't test it exactly. It got close to the zone of love, and, you know, it got boned a little bit into the close. We'll see if, you know, if that was just a one-off thing or not. But I want to find these names that haven't broken out, right? Like this one, I want to get a piece of snow. Look at this crispy. The test. Biotech stock, good range, right? $3. You got $4 of range, big pullbacks, big ramps. That's what I want to see. You got big base on this bad boy. Old Rambus. I'd take a pass on this for now. It's up too many days in a row. ARM needs 2 more, you know, this is just a couple down days, right? This is like your kind of classic cup and handle formings you got, right? And then it's just going to just make a little bit of, right, a little saucer here. Is this the saucer or is this the saucer? I never figured that part out, but it's got to make the saucer, and then you get the saucer and the show and go, break over 79, and man, you're going to be off to the races on this bad boy. Dell, they had a pop here on some news, and then big trend, and then I would consider this an inside day, so you got to pop inside day. Let's watch this one tomorrow. Inside days are very powerful after those big trend days. This net, I had this on my list, and it gapped up into resistance. I still think it breaks out. This is not for tomorrow, though. Like, this is another, right? You need the salsa, right? What it's got to do is just, right? It's just gotta, like, just chill here for like 2 days, couple inside days, and then you're ready to party. Disney's got a good look to it, up 2% today. You know, a little bit of a slower stock. You got to trade probably the calls on this thing. These things move pretty good, 100%, 84%. It's doable, right? You got breakout, pull back to 50 EMA. Money set up in this market, by the way. Like, when the markets are gapping up a lot, these pullbacks into the 50 EMAs have been working like a charm for us. SRPT, this is a buenos. This is another biotech stock. This was a push on earnings. You got a level right here. Dude, that's a show and go, right? That's a show and go. And then the last but not least, this is Snow. I wouldn't be surprised to see you get a sneaky upgrade or something to just shove it out of this range. That's usually what happens to some of these bad boys. You know, they'll be testing it, and then they'll freaking give an upgrade and gap it through and then make everybody chase it. We've been seeing that nonstop. A team has a level here too. You know, this one, the gaps today kind of ruined a lot of the setups. You know, they gapped out of their ATR, but I still think this is going to be in play. And this SMCI has been an awesome just trader, right? It gaps up, fucking rolls 70 points, rips back 40 points. You know, if you're a day trader, that's what you're in it for, right? You're in it for the money and the big ATR. and the women, of course. Yeah, I'm just kidding. We're nerds. We ain't got no women's, but we look for the big ATR. That's all I can say. Guys, let me know if you have any questions. Peace in the Middle East.